And now, a message from the esteemed British author, Clive Staples Lewis.
I would like to address an important issue, an experience I feel that none of us can truly get enough of. Let us take a moment to discuss fellowship. Even the shyest among us must find some avenue towards others in our lives. There is something deep inside man that pulls him off his back and into fellowship with his friends. Of course, the concept of fellowship extends far beyond our notion of mere friendship. Now, I'd like to tell a story from when I was a good deal younger. I was a man quite in need of true fellowship, though I did not yet know how to find it. As a young man, I became estranged from the institution of religion. It was a chore to me. Later, as I sat in the horrid trenches of France, reflecting on the death of my mother, I questioned what sort of God could create such a world as this. Thus, I found myself firmly grounded in atheism. I was 28 years old when I first became acquainted with Tolkien, my now kind and curious friend. I believe I first met the man at a Merton College faculty meeting. I remember noting some apprehension, to say the least. The man I saw was a smooth, pale, fluent little chap. There was no harm in him, of course, but I do recall thinking he could use a smack or two. In spite of my premature judgment, I soon found Tolkien to be quite like-minded to myself. Both of us took great interest in languages, poetry, myth, and storytelling. We found such things to be far more provoking than the bore of modern politics. The two of us argued over ideas of metaphysical truths and the strains of religion. As young, aspiring Oxford professors, we often found that our only audience was each other. Some time later, Tolkien and I found ourselves as members of the Inklings, that informal literary society we loved so dearly. Joined by dear colleagues such as Owen Barfield, Charles Williams, Hugo Dyson, and many others, we flourished in this peculiar new community. Those were some of my fondest days. We read our newest projects to one another. We were entertainers, if only for ourselves. Our meetings typically took place at one of my college rooms at Malden, though we often found ourselves down at the local pub instead. I felt a desire for change in my life, no doubt due to the influence of the God-fearing men I had surrounded myself with. The inspiring works of men such as MacDonald and Chesterton significantly contributed to my conversion to theism, though I was not yet Christian. My prodigal soul was kicking, struggling, and resentful. My eyes darted in every direction, desperate to escape. I imagine I must have been the most dejected and reluctant convert in all England. It was on a fateful night during a long discussion with Dyson and Tolkien that my mind finally acquiesced to Christianity. I officially committed myself to Christian belief not long after, during a walk with my brother Warren. I became a member of the Church of England, much to the dismay of Tolkien. The chap had high hopes that I was to join the Catholic Church. If not for the companionship of my dear friends, my brothers, I don't believe I could have converted to Christianity at all. So, to those of you who prefer to live life as a hermit, I implore you to remember this. There is fruit in fellowship. We are to live Christian lives in mimicry and honor of how the Holy Trinity lives, each in perfect harmony and fellowship with one another.